Hello.
Bloopers.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast for two kindred spirits. Believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing, or close enough, to reading a good book or not reading in 4 days and talking about it. We're your hostesses, Brooke and
Beck.
And welcome back. That was really weird because obviously it's like repetition. You're used to how you have everything. But brought to you by Duncan. Just kidding. Forgot to move all that. And I didn't play the music because our editor has the music separate to make her life easier, and she just adds it to the video. I believe. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
That's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with. So I didn't click the music, so I had no idea what I was supposed to even say. How weird. Anyway, yeah. I haven't read in like 4 days. I mean, that's kind of a lie. I think I haven't read in 3 days because I think I read last night, but I haven't. So I've also been using. So obviously we use Storygraph, right? And I also started using another app called Fable.
Yeah.
And it's just another sort of app. This one's sort of like social media book stuff. Like this is like just an app for you to post about books.
Oh.
Look at books. Add what you're reading in your stuff, whatever, your library, you're reading, you're finished, all the things. And it has a little feature that's just, it logs your streaks.
Right.
So I read every day. I've had a what is it? Like a 25-day streak or something like that.
Yeah.
And now I think I read last night, but I was so tired. I think I only read like a couple chapters and then I was like, going to sleep. So I didn't even tell it that I read.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I feel like I'm really behind. But I can edit it. And I thought about, so we went to Formula Drift. And we went up Thursday. So we spent Thursday night and Friday night at an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And, excuse me. Woo! And my coffee's not doing its job. And I didn't read Thursday night. And I looked at Austin. Not that he even understands what I'm talking about. But like, I was like, I'm going to just say I read, but I'm not going to read. And he was like, okay. And I said, I don't do that often. Don't worry, that's a lie. He was like, all right.
That's funny.
Like, what are you even saying? And then the next day went by and I still didn't get to read. And I didn't update him or anything, but I was thinking, well, now I can't lie 2 days. Like, come on. And then the third day goes by. And I'm like, well, geez, I just ruined my streak. I've got to start over. I did read last night, though. So, for the record, the 11th, May 11th, I read. Not May 12th, though. Not yet.
Oh. Don't do that.
Not playing your audiobook on the podcast.
I was trying to see how much I had left on it.
Piracy is not a victimless crime. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so welcome back.
Have any hauls?
Oh. Yeah, I do, but it's upstairs.
Where?
My parents went to Florida, visited our great aunt, and she likes to send books back for us to read and stuff. So my mom was here this past weekend watching the animals while we were at Formula Drift. God bless her. She milked Betty.
Well, you should have gotten that on video.
I know.
Should have had your dad video.
Yeah. And anyway, I'm just so proud. But
how did it go?
I mean, it was her first few times milking a goat. So she didn't get quite as much milk as I think Austin's computer's on. As much milk as she could have gotten, I guess. But she still got most of it, 4 to 5 ounces or so. So each time. Just proud of her. Austin was like, I didn't even know she was gonna actually milk. I was like, I'm sure she's gonna try. So, and she did it anyway. So she brought books from when she went to Florida, and they're in like a big bag, 2 floors up.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There's a spider on the wall.
You can show us next week. Oh, hey, spider. Ooh. It's just a house spider. It's fine.
What?
So it's just a house spider. It's fine. It's
It is
not
just
one
a
of
house
those
spider.
brown recluses or.
Oh yeah, no.
I'd be up out of here.
I'll leave it alone. Can't see it on the camera, so. So yeah, they're just. I remember there's a book by Michael Connolly in that. I think there's a Sandra Brown book.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, there's like several books, but I don't know. Oh, I do have. She did give me Diary of Anne Frank.
Oh,
The Diary of
wow.
Anne Frank. So I do have that upstairs.
I think I read that in the 6th grade.
I read it at some point in school. I don't remember.
And I watched the movie.
Mm-hmm. Sad.
Yes.
Sad. I think that's it for book hauls. Had to get some dog food, some chick feed. Had to get some more white cotton yarn so I can finish Megan's cardigan. I'm so close to finishing the squares.
Yeah.
And like last night or 2 nights ago, I ran out of white cotton, and I'm like, I literally need like 4 more squares.
Oh.
So I got a few of
very
those.
unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm like, I just want to finish something. I'm doing like a million things at
Yeah.
once, and I haven't finished anything. So that. I feel like that's it.
Mhm.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that's it. I don't know. Don't trust my memory.
I don't have any hauls. I do need to go get some hay
We need
because
hay.
my potatoes are growing like wildfire in the backyard,
Yay!
and I need to put some hay around them.
Good.
I looked out. So I went out last week, and they were like this tall. And I was like, okay, I need to get hay this weekend, and I haven't been yet.
And why the hay? Was it for?
It's so that I could use leaves, but I felt
Okay.
like the leaves were maybe why they didn't do as well last time I planted them. So, and the hay stays together better. And that's what I'm using in my no-till garden is hay. So I thought, well, I'll try that with the potatoes. So I didn't make it over the weekend because we've had so much rain. And I
Yes,
didn't
it's
get to
so
do
wet outside.
it is. I didn't get to do any of my yard work I wanted to do Saturday, so no hay.
Yeah.
So I went out there this morning, and looked at them. They're this tall, and they really need to have hay around them because that's where the shoot they shoot off from and make potatoes from the stalk.
Okay.
And so I need to put some hay around them so that they have a place to shoot off potatoes. I'm sure I
Oh.
have potatoes in the hay I've already laid, but I need to add some.
Okay. Yeah, because we have potatoes planted, but I didn't know. I don't know. It was our first time. I don't know. We planted all of our seeds. I think last time we talked, I had mentioned that we finally planted everything.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure where I planted the green beans, they're sprouted plants and everything. And
I saw some plants out there. I walked over while you were
yeah.
missing. And
Oh my gosh. I got abducted by aliens today. Me and Stetson both. While Austin's at work.
Thank goodness he was safe.
Yeah.
And I said, those look like actual plants. I could see some weeds that were coming
Yeah.
up,
And like grass.
but I could see actual plants. And actually, that's something I need to also do this weekend is plant the rest of because I've got peas, or not peas, beans, and more corn
Yeah.
and okra that have all
Corn.
come
That's
up.
what also we planted. Sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, I saw your garden, and mine's looking good. And the I planted some marigold seeds in a tub in a
Uh-huh.
planter, and put them in the backyard with the chicks and ducks, so that when they started to grow, they could eat the heads of the flowers.
Yeah.
These heifers,
You're like, they didn't even wait.
they didn't. They turned it over and dug out the seeds
Yeah.
and ate the seeds. I said, okay, lesson learned.
I've seen on Instagram people will put like little, I guess, planter boxes and stuff, but they'll put like the metal, I guess, some
Yeah.
chicken wire on top of it. so that it'll
Yeah.
grow up and they eat.
Yeah. I
Or
probably
my
should have
chickens
done that.
shove their whole heads
in there,
through.
and you'd come out and find a chicken with their head stuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, the marigold's probably not going to come up. And I had planted some too in the garden area, and those heifers, again, I know they're the heifer is a cow. I know that. Went out there and started scratching in the hay. And I was like, oh, yep, they're not going to come up. And I was watching them because I was like, if they move over to where the actual plants have already started to come up, they're about to get it. But
Yeah.
they just were getting those marigold seeds.
I also was worried about his grass. We had planted grass right after the barn was built.
Yeah.
And all this rain has like really ruined a big chunk of it. Just mud.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of grass out there, but he was worried about the chickens just
Digging up the
constantly
seeds.
eating at the grass. And yeah, all the seeds before it was even grass. Oh my gosh. So, newbie to experienced gardener.
I don't know if I'd call me an experienced gardener.
Do you think I should go out there and pull up the weeds and pull out the grass?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you know that that's what you're pulling up.
Right.
Yes.
That's my problem.
Because, well, obviously you know what a grass
Right. Grass is
looks
pretty
like.
distinct. Like
the only other
obvious.
thing that you might confuse grass with, depending on how big it is maybe a baby corn plant.
Okay.
Because it does kind of, you know how it kind of comes off.
Mhm.
But as long as you know that it's grass, yeah, pull that up. And I think I saw a dandelion weed out there or something.
Yeah, they're all over the place. I
Yank-
try to pull those up and give them to the goats because they
Yeah.
love those.
Just yank that on out of there. But yeah, because it's going to rob nutrients from the baby plants
Mhm.
because it also is growing at the same time.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'll have to go out there at some point then. I think it's supposed to start storming again here at like 4, maybe 2. Oh gosh.
wow.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
It's time to go.
It's bumped down to 5, so maybe it won't even happen. And then tomorrow's supposed to be sunny.
Oh, that's crazy because our weather app said we're supposed to get rain and all week.
Yeah. No, tomorrow's supposed to be clear, and then the rest of the week is supposed to be rainy. So,
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday, not Wednesday. I don't know why I'm thinking tomorrow's Wednesday.
I thought today was Tuesday for some reason. Wednesday is our clear day here.
Wednesday's the clear day. Yeah, we have rain in our forecast, but it's only a 50% chance.
Yeah.
But today was a 55% chance, and tomorrow's a 70% chance.
Ugh.
It's supposed to be clear on Thursday and Friday, and rain.
I just feel so
Why
bad
does it
for
have to rain Saturday? That's when I need to do my yard work.
I just feel so bad for the goats because they don't like standing out in the rain. They'll
No.
just stand in the barn all day while it's just downpouring and it's muddy. Everything is so wet. Like I just feel bad for the chickens will come out if they feel like it. They don't really.
Anyway. So books.
Oh yeah.
We both read yesterday.
That's what we talk about. Not the weather and goats and chickens.
Well, I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it.
And Duncan and why Becky thought I got abducted by aliens. I was like, no, not aliens, just poor time management. That's all. That's all. Oh my gosh. Okay. Have you finished anything?
No, I have 3 minutes left in my book.
Oh, you should have listened
That's
to
what
it.
I was looking at. I was like,
I wasn't even here. You should have listened to it.
So annoying.
That's so
I have
funny.
3 minutes left.
So you're basically done with it though.
Yeah.
What book is that?
It is the Hippopotamus Pool.
Okay. So everything's pretty much happened already.
Yes. They're just wrapping it up, like how they figured it out and all that kind of stuff.
Cute.
So
Cute.
yeah, it was very good. Of course, Emerson and Peabody are hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Which she's not really Peabody anymore because she's an Emerson now, but he still affectionately calls her Peabody, and also when he's mad at her, he calls her Peabody.
That's funny. That's funny. And what are you currently reading? That's all you finished, right? Or
that's
pretty
all
basically
I'm-
finished?
Yeah, I have a list of things that I might start working on this week.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny because while you were talking earlier, I had looked up one of them to see if maybe that was what I was going to start. And I was trying to, it's Come Join Us by the Fire, 35 Short Horror Tales.
Oh,
And so I was trying to
horror.
see what 35 if it lists the 35 books, I can list them in
Right.
Storygraph. But when I was looking down, it showed me other books. I don't know. Oh, they're definitely not short. Well, this one is. So, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is only an hour. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
The Call of, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's by H.P. Lovecraft. It's Cthulhu. It's only an
probably
hour.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And then the Yellow Wallpaper Classic Tales Edition.
Oh.
It's only 40 minutes. So I put a lot of short stories in here.
It's like classic horror too.
They're classic. Yeah, they're classics.
Cool.
So like The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is an hour. The Raven and Other Poems
there you go.
by Edgar Allan Poe is just 23 minutes. The Fall of the House of Usher is 52 minutes. The Cask of Amontillado is 15 minutes. That's also by Edgar Allan. I love Edgar Allan Poe, but so got a little bit Robert Louis Stevenson, Washington Irving. The other one was Bram Stoker's Dracula, but that's 15 hours. I'm like, that's
15 hours.
That's not a short story.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then I have
even like 2 hours. That's really not that long.
Yeah, and then I have The Only Living Girl on Earth. It's 1 hour.
Who's that by?
Charles Yu.
Okay.
It
says interesting title.
Yeah, it's from the gene-defying, critically beloved author of How to Live Safely in a Science Fictional Universe and Interior Chinatown, and one of the creative minds behind. Let me see if I can. Behind HBO's Westworld comes a sweet and searing, unexpected, and delightfully absurd vision of life on Earth 1,000 years in the future.
Cool.
So.
That sounds very interesting. Sounds like something I would like.
I have a whole list of things, and I can get those done, a huge majority of them within the next week.
Yeah.
Because I have a 30-minute ride to work.
Right.
And home, so.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
That is one thing I kind of miss. Pretty much that's the only thing I miss.
Is getting books listened to.
Yeah, is that chunk of time where I could just put down books constantly.
So, yeah, I realize, or I feel like I'm cheating by doing this.
Nah.
But I have, and there's other.
I mean, they're
so many
all
other
still
books,
independent stories.
That's true.
So just because they're compiled in one book, that doesn't make it cheating. I don't think, because you could still add them.
Well, all the ones that I listed are by themselves,
right?
Except for that the one with the 35.
Yeah.
And so we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, I do have another another haul I thought of. My mom bought it for me for Mother's Day. No, I'm not her mom, but I'm not my mom's mom, but she just bought it for me. It's what's it called? It's by Stephen King. It's a short story collection by Stephen King, and I only actually put it in the Amazon cart so I would remember about it because it has a certain short story that is now being adapted into a film.
Oh.
And I can't think of what it's called.
That's funny.
I mean, I can think of what the compilation short story book is called. And that's called If It Bleeds by Stephen King. But the short story that I'm thinking of, The Life of Chuck. I don't know if you've seen any trailer about it, but it's got Tom Hiddleston as whoever Chuck is. Mm-hmm. But it just looks very good. It doesn't look like, some people don't realize it, but Stephen King doesn't necessarily just write horror. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't look like an actual horror story. It looks like a emotional world, like a world changing view. Like it just seems really powerful. Whatever this, I don't even really know what the story's about.
But you might be reading that soon.
Maybe, I don't know. It's up there. But yeah, I don't know what it's about. It's about some guy named Chuck, but I think it might just follow his life and but what has happened in his life, and I think it goes backwards. Mm-hmm. So from now until he was a little baby, I guess. So I can see how that would become an emotional story. So I think the movie looks like it's gonna be really good. So that's what I remember. It's upstairs, also in that bag. Or I moved it because my mom needed to look at the books too. She was like, "Oh, before I leave, I gotta look at those books." So I took the Stephen King's out and stuff.
Right. Can't have these, Mom.
Yeah, I think my parenting book that we were doing is also up there. I was just trying to tidy up, you know? I was like, let me, all these books, not all of these books have to be down here in the living room. So I put them upstairs. Okay. I actually finished 2 things. I didn't realize it.
Okay.
Because I'm very scatterbrained.
Thank goodness for Storygraph.
Yeah, no, really. I finished something. Hold on. We'll get there. There we go. I finished I Am Legend by Richard Matheson.
Uh-huh.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was very short, but for some reason it took me what felt like a decade to finish it. But I don't think that has to do with the story. I just think that's how it worked out for me reading.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really good. I think I gave it like 4 stars, if that matters to anybody. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I liked it a lot. It's immensely different from the movie, so don't even think about the movie. But that's okay. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Me trying to talk to myself a few years ago when I tried to watch Station 11. But it was good. It was interesting. I think it was interesting. It was a very different ending than the movie, which is like all I can say, even though don't think about the movie going into it because it's like so different. And I know I told you about the dog. It showed up and then it was gone that quickly. But the way it ended, the more and more I thought about it afterwards, I was like, I think I really liked that book. I was like, maybe I should change it to like 5 stars. Like it was just so different and so like something that would be up my alley and kind of weird. So I was like, wow. The more I think about it is I just really enjoy it. I thought it was still interesting that it was written in the 50s but set in the 70s. And so that's obviously very different. And Austin was like, how did the people in the 50s imagine the 70s? And I think as for that, I think it read pretty normal. Like, I don't think there was anything crazy. Like, they didn't think we were going to have flying cars, you know, like it was just normal. But it was interesting. It was an interesting book. I liked it. I can't think of anything else to say about it. And I don't want to spoil it
because it's not like the movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you would just have to read it. You would just have to read it. But it was good. Then I finished listening to Divergent by Veronica Roth.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very entertaining as well. Well, see, it's funny. I liked both of these stories. They're both totally different.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even say that I Am Legend was entertaining. It was just interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But Divergent's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good. I know I had watched the movie. I had never read these, but I had watched the first movie a long time ago. So like, of course, I'm comparing how I imagine the characters to that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then scenes will happen, and I'm like, oh, I actually remember that happening in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. And now, no, I'm skipping ahead. But it was good. It ended. And I was like, I think I'll start the next one. So I started listening to Insurgent by Veronica Roth. And I'm now going back to what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have actually seen the second movie. Because I know I had never read these.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've seen the second movie because I'm remembering
things.
Yeah.
Did they explain what Divergent meant? Or did she explain?
Sort of. And maybe it gets explained and I don't remember it. Or maybe it's not so obvious and it needs to be written in front of my face, smacked in my eyes. She's just able to think freely.
Okay.
She's not able to be quite as brainwashed as the rest of society, and how their systems are all set up and everything for each of these factions in these cities and stuff. They're all easily persuaded, I guess, to live a certain way, or they're told, well, you have this quality about you, so you have to live in this faction, which has to do this. And they're just like, okay. And they just do it. So I guess she's just more rebellious and she can critically think for herself better and like stuff. So that's pretty much it. It's like, so far she's not really like got any superpowers or anything, so it's not like that. Which I'm still enjoying it. I plan on continuing to listen to Insurgent and then the next book so far. But again, she's just kind of normal. You know? I think most people can probably think for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's still good. It's entertaining. So, drama.
How far are you in Insurgent?
Not that far. Not that far. I have 10 hours left.
Okay.
And I don't want it to play, but it's going to play.
Yeah.
As you experienced.
Yes.
Oh. Awkward.
Pause.
Chest aches. Anyway, no, it says I have 8.5 hours left. So, but I'm also listening to it at 1.2 speed, which is only just the next level up. So don't be impressed.
You should listen to it at 2%.
There's no way. There's no way I can do that. And it is an 11-hour and 22-minute audiobook. So whatever that equals up to. So I'm like, I guess I've made it a little tiny chunk, but not a lot. So they're not, well, they went to, I'm not great at remembering the factions, the different factions. They were in Dauntless, and then something crazy happened with Dauntless because of Erudite was controlling Dauntless, and they escaped and went to Amity, I think is what it's called. And it's like a bunch of farmers and stuff. So they're there, hiding out. That's all I remember. Or that's where I'm at. That's not all I remember, but that's where I'm at. Without trying to spoil what happens and something crazy happens. That's pretty much. Oh, sorry. And I'm also reading Texas Outlaw by James Patterson, which is the second one in his Texas Ranger thriller stories.
Right.
So not too far. That's what I read a little bit last night. The chapters are so short that it's like so tempting to just keep going and keep going. And I'm like, I'm going to fall asleep with the Kindle on my face. So, yeah. So I'm not too far in that either. I think if I had to guess a percentage without looking on my Kindle, I'd say maybe 10%.
Okay.
Yeah. He just got to the small town that he was sent to help out with a murder.
Okay.
Yeah, a murder. Suspicious death, we'll say, actually. So.
Do we know yet who's been murdered?
It was
or suspiciously died?
Yes, it opened up with it. And I think she's like some kind of councilwoman in this city. So she's like kind of up there and kind of important. So, but she has like a peanut allergy, I think. And that's how she dies.
Oh,
but the woman you have you're reading from her points of view. So she's thinking in her head, oh, I'm having an allergic reaction, but the person who gave me these cookies knows about it.
Oh.
So
interesting.
This shouldn't have happened. And she tries to get to her like EpiPen, but it doesn't work. So she dies. I don't know what was gonna say. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's good so far
Something
though.
about the EpiPen.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
it wasn't working, but that's all I remember. It's my fault. I was like getting ahead of myself, so I was trying to rewind and fix it, and that's what all that was. But yeah, it's good so far. I'm gonna try to get my streak back on Fable because for some reason that's addicting. To make sure you have the streak.
That's hilarious.
My best streak so far, and it tells you your best one, was 37 days.
Nice.
So I've ruined that.
My mom loves that about Kindle because it tells, how many days you've read.
It does.
This lady's been reading every day for like 3 years.
I love that.
Well, she's probably been reading every day for like 40 years,
right.
But she's only had a Kindle for so long.
Right.
It's funny that murder starts off with an allergy and a malfunctioning EpiPen. We watch my parents and I watched a British murder mystery called Death in Paradise, and one of the episodes it's really a good show because they always have these insane murders. Like the murders themselves aren't insane, but it's how was it committed by the person it was committed by, and how they figure it out is just crazy. And I love that. We all love that. But they had an episode where this lady died. She had an allergic reaction and her EpiPen didn't work. But it turns out that in fact, the EpiPen either is how she was murdered or
right.
It didn't have anything in it. I forget how it went, so y'all should definitely watch it because I'm not giving anything away. But that's how that's how their murder was committed. Something like that. I think she actually, when she went to check the murderer, when she went to check to like give her CPR or something, she had the thing she was allergic to on her fingers, and she put it inside her mouth because she had actually something else had made her collapse. I don't remember how that went, but it was a really good episode.
I like that.
Just in case anyone is looking for a new show to watch,
I like that.
I know we're about books here, and I bet if I look it up real quick, I feel like maybe they're based on a book series.
Probably. I feel like everything is based on books,
and
we just don't realize it.
I know.
Like I was like, I Am Legend, a book, huh? I guess so, huh? Apparently they're coming out with an I Am Legend 2 also.
Really?
The movie. And it looked like, I didn't watch a trailer or anything, but it looked like Will Smith was in it. But at the end of I Am Legend, it's sort of like, it's kind of vague, but Will Smith like dies.
Oh.
But it's sort of like kind of left a little open where like there's a sliver of a chance where he's not dead, and I guess he's not dead. So
Oh. Let's see. While the TV series is inspired by Robert Thorogood's novels, it is not a direct adaptation of a specific book.
Okay, yeah. That's sort of like what was that called? I was watching it on Netflix, and it was actually based off of like a children's horror, not children's but middle grade-ish horror collection, but it wasn't not immediately, but like directly based off of it. The Midnight Club, I think is what it was called. Yeah, that was a really good show. But apparently those are based on either loosely or whatever. I think each episode was loosely based on the book it was named after. Anyway, sorry.
That's neat.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Cool.
And not that I've read any of the books or anything, but I thought it was really neat.
Sorry, I was reading about the Rookie.
Oh yeah.
It said they're bringing back a character that everyone loves, and I was hoping it's going to be a different character.
Oh.
Anyway, not that was important.
Everything you say is important.
No, anyway, anything that's based on a book is very cool, but I just wish that they would stay more on point with the books. Maybe not necessarily in a murder mystery TV series. I mean, you're going to have to change the plot line, because
keep up with the times.
Yeah, or like to keep it moving or whatever, because not every series goes in the same direction, or maybe you want something different for a different audience. I get that, like that's not as important. But when you make a book into a movie,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it is more important to stick with
Yeah.
it, you know?
It's shorter.
Like
So it's like
when I do my murder mystery series that I'm going to write, if they make that into a TV series, but they don't stick with the specific, this is how this murder was done, or this is how that murder, as long as it's a murder mystery fantasy and all the characters have the same names or whatever, that's really all that would matter to me in that case, because I think that the writers of the TV series should have freedom to write a series, you know?
Yeah.
But if they turn my first book, Leora, which is on sale on Amazon, into a movie, I don't want them to change a whole lot with that.
Right.
I mean, obviously, it's less than 100 pages, so they'd have to do some changing to it. I get that. But I don't want the main parts to be changed, you
Right.
know? And I think, like Amelia Peabody, the Amelia Peabody series, it was supposed to be a TV series, but I think they wanted to change too much,
Mm-hmm.
and so it never happened.
Right.
And I think that people who do TV or movie adaptations should take into account the author's feelings,
Yeah.
because
And all the fans that actually like the books.
yes, because those are their characters,
Right.
and there's a reason why they're so popular, you know?
Mhm.
So, anyway, that's my 2 cents. Um, what
Funny.
else are you working on, or that's it?
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff in my current reads, but I've not been currently reading them. And I do want to. I keep clicking the same button, expecting a different outcome. Yikes. I do want to read Cell by Stephen King soon.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't done it yet because I've just been like reading Texas Outlaw on my Kindle, or now listening to Insurgent.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'm like, maybe I should just finish this Texas Ranger series because I'm only reading them on Kindle because I have the last one in paperback, but I didn't want to buy the other two in paperback because, well, whatever. So, blah 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 blah. So then I'll read that last one. Then maybe I'll read something else physically. I don't know. I don't know, Rebecca.
Not my full name.
So I know I want to read that soon. I don't know. Oh, I do know I need to read something soon though. There's a specific. Oh yeah, no, I need to read it like really soon. Next Tuesday is the book club that I joined.
Yes, yes.
And that book is Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubica, which I have not started. So I think I should probably read that.
You might want to get on that.
Might want to read that right now. Put Texas Ranger Rory Yates to the side, and Insurgent also kick it to the curb.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's Insurgent mean? I barely know what Divergent means. What's Insurgent mean?
They're trying to overthrow the powers that power to the people.
Yeah. So
I don't know if I told you this or not.
That is a good roll of titles, though.
Anyway,
sorry.
Wait,
Divergent.
what's the one that comes after Insurgent?
I think it's called Allegiant. So.
Oh.
Dramatic. Anyway.
The people who love life the way it is, I guess.
Yeah.
In this world. I mean, it's great to love life the way it is. We should be happy. Anyway.
Count your blessings.
Yes. We were talking about plants earlier. I don't know if I ever told you this. Y'all might find this funny. I don't know. So I read that plants love it when you play classical music. They grow really well and strong. And I didn't have my phone on me. I don't usually have my phone out when I'm out in the garden, and I don't have a speaker system in the backyard. That is something that I would love to do, so I can play classical music for my plants, which might make me a weirdo, but
nah.
I want my plants to grow healthy and strong.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll just sing a hymn. So and I always pray over my garden. When
Oh,
I'm
I
out
like
there walking
that.
around, I say a prayer for it, and I usually speak it out loud. And so I said, we're just gonna sing some
You beautiful
hymns.
little plants.
And so I had a song service with my plants.
I like it.
So I don't know if that helped the potatoes grow, but
I also have talked. I have talked to my plants.
yeah.
Or like the tomato sprouts that we had inside and stuff.
Mhm.
Like I was go, oh, aren't y'all so pretty? Look at y'all. Y'all need some water and all that. I didn't play music for them, although I have read that as well. That it's good for them. And babies in utero
Yeah.
apparently. I never did that, but apparently that's the thing. But yeah, I don't have speakers out there either.
It's a good idea though, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. I do have a wacky inflatable tube man.
Yeah.
Not that it has anything to do with. Well, it does sort of have something to do with them growing, so the birds stay off
I was
of
gonna
them.
say I follow a lady on Instagram who has one of those, and it's to keep birds away.
Yeah. Obviously, it hasn't been out because it's been pouring rain.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna put it back out because it's supposed to keep raining
Yeah.
for a while.
I would love to see it.
It's not been
though.
raining today though. So far.
Knock on
I
wood.
don't know. But that exact one, it's a pirate.
Nice.
Naturally, makes sense, right?
Arr.
I took
love
Stetson to
pirates.
one of his doctor's appointments recently,
Mhm.
and in their lobby, they have the same thing. Like, well, it's deflated in the lobby, inside the building. And I was like, we have that.
That's
But,
funny.
yeah. So, anyway, I don't know why I did that, but here we are.
Hey, this podcast is about books, yes,
Yes.
first and foremost,
Of course.
but it's also about yarn, which I haven't been able to do because of my carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
But it's been a little better today, so we'll see. And farming, homesteading. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not completely out of the realm.
You're right. You're right. A lady was standing so close behind me at the checkout at Hobby Lobby, but she saw I had the yarn,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Do you crochet?" And I was like, "I do crochet." And and she said something. Oh, she asked me what I was making. I guess specifically with the white yarn I had or whatever, and I told her. And she said something else. She said I used to work with the needles, but I think crocheting is easier. And I was like, yes, I used to knit. I say used to. I probably will knit something in the future, but I used to knit, but then I started to crochet, and she was like, it's easier, right? And I was like, I do think it is easier than knitting. Yeah. And I don't remember what else she said. But it was nice to have a validation. Somebody else say, yeah, I used to also knit, and I
Right.
think it is also easier. So that's all. Yep.
Anything else for you?
I
No.
don't think so.
I need to get some of your goats next year, which is another reason I need money.
Yeah.
I need to get all the stuff done that I got to do, and then I can afford a goat next year.
Right. 2 goats.
2 goats. Yes.
Can't just have one.
Oh, no. No. So much fun in the backyard.
Yeah. If you have one, it has to live in the house with you.
That's a no.
Yeah, that is. I love my goats. That is not happening.
Now, my niece keeps her babies when it's going to move out if it hasn't already, but like she keeps her babies in the house with her, because she bottle feeds them and all
Right.
that. And
Does she put diapers on them?
yes,
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. And it sleeps in the bed with her,
They're so sweet.
and but that's not for me. I love goats; they're cute, and I want to play with them, and
I like when they climb on my back.
use them for clearing out the backyard and putting some poop in the garden.
Yeah.
All of those good things that they are good for, and maybe I would like to be able to get milk from them at some point too. But
Sorry. different animal. We're going to the chickens now.
Okay.
Pretty sure Austin and his dad are going to have to build on an addition inside the run, which I think we've already mentioned.
For the other birds?
Yeah, because I don't think they'll all fit in the coop that we have now.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong. They do like to get bundled up next to each other, but I don't think there's enough room for all the chickens in a line, which is fine. I mean, they've already talked about it. He's already talked about it with his dad, but it's going to be a separate coop entrance, and I'm like, how do you think that's going to work? Like, all these chickens. I'm hoping that once they go out there, they'll see that these chickens go in at night, so then I don't have to like pick them up and shove them in there like I had to do with the original ones. But okay, now they're going to try to all follow into this coop. You think they'll be smart enough to be like, oh, there's no room. Let me go into this other one.
That's a good question.
I know. Probably, right? I don't know.
Are they building them next to each other?
So you know how there's the coop and then the door into the run and then the rest of the run. So they're gonna build. It's gonna be probably smaller, but just another little structure already inside the run, and it'll have another ramp going up into it. So it'll just be like opposite.
Oh, okay.
At least I think that's what they're thinking. I had said they could just build onto the side of the coop, like tear down the wall and continue a little bit further. But I don't think they want to do that because then they'd have to put more roof on it and stuff. I don't know. And if they're going to build it, like, whatever.
Aren't they going to have to put roof on it?
Because they're going to leave it inside already just within the run. Like, you know what a food barrel is? Like, we'll just have to move that food barrel.
And it won't matter that the run is smaller because they have a much bigger area.
Yeah, they can just go out. Like, during the day.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah,
I do, yeah. Y'all don't know, but...
You might not know. But she knows.
All right. Okay, that's really it this time?
Yeah.
We both
we're at
just
an hour.
love to talk.
Last time I looked at the length of the recording, it was like 33 minutes, and I was like, and I'm pretty much done about books. But don't worry, we can ramble on longer.
We sure can, boy. All right, that's it for reals this time. Thank you, as always, for watching and listening, because at this point, hopefully, someone's going to be watching.
Sometime soon.
We appreciate y'all so very much. That's my Southern. I'm sorry. Can't take it out of me. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you. Please check out Sideways Sheriff. And if you're interested in any merchandise, let us know, because we can make sure you get something.
Yes.
And thank you, Miss Tracy, for being willing to put in that effort for us, because you did such a good job on all of the things that you have come up with for us, and we appreciate that. And actually, I guess I should add a thank you to Lexi at this time, since she's editing videos for us.
God bless her. God bless her.
We're not making it easy on you this episode.
Yes.
So hope you still love us when you get to this one. And now, until next time, stay happily booked.
Bye.